And we're back to Portal. In the last episode, we fought with GLaDOS, and we destroyed her. In this episode, this is a bonus episode that's going to show off everything else that the game has to offer, hopefully. The first thing are bonus maps. There are advanced chambers. The chest chambers have been twisted to be more advanced, and there are also challenges, which are the test chambers with an extra layer of goal-based puzzles. Also, you can even import bonus maps from the Steam Workshop as well. We're not going to be going over any of those, but if that sounds like your thing, then it is in the game, and if you want to. Something we are going to be going over is developer commentary, though. We'll start a new game in Test Chamber 1.
Welcome to
Game Name Here.
Hopefully you've already had a chance to enjoy the offbeat perspective and new game mechanic of Portal. To listen to a commentary node, put your crosshair over the floating commentary symbol and press your use key. To stop a commentary node, put your crosshair over the rotating node and press the use key again. Some commentary nodes may take control of the game in order to show something to you. In these cases, simply press your use key again to stop the commentary. Please let me know what you think after you've had a chance to play, as we think we are just at the beginning of taking advantage of this type of gameplay. I can be reached at gaben@valvesoftware.com. Thanks, and have fun.
It's absolutely critical that players quickly wrap their heads around what a portal is. We noticed early playtesters grasped the concept much more quickly when they caught a glimpse of themselves through a portal. So we deliberately positioned this first portal to ensure that players will invariably see themselves.
Hello, and again,
One of the things
welcome
we
to
learned
the
from our
Aperture
bachelor
Science
job.
Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from turn back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
There. Let's listen to this commentary node now.
One of the things we learned from Narbacular Drop, our student project that became Portal, was that players often thought portals took them into other spaces, or even other dimensions. To help fight that notion, we start players in a visually unique room with memorable objects, so that when they walk through a portal for the first time, they have a clear point of reference which communicates the idea that they're still in the same basic location. For instance, the radio, which is playing an instrumental version of Still Alive, helps as well by providing some audio continuity.
So this is basically what this version of the game is like. You hear what some of the developers went through when developing for the game, basically.
We put the player character in an orange jumpsuit to reinforce the fact that she's a test subject. Visually, the warmer colors helped her pop out against the colder tones of her environment. Some playtesters were wondering why she could fall so far without getting hurt the way she would have if she were in Half-Life 2. In response, we added a mechanized heel spring to her lower legs. Afterwards, there was no longer any question about why she could survive such long falls.
So that's basically what this is like. Like these commentary nodes all over, and you can listen to them as to what the developers were intending when they put certain things in certain places, like that. It's a fun mode that I think is worthwhile to play. No, don't save. Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry about that. Got briefly interrupted. Well, so that was bad. But, like I was saying, the commentary mode, I think it's worthwhile to play through it once just to hear, what am I trying to say here? To hear why things are why they are. Like this room, you never would have known that so much thought was put into one simple room like this. So it's pretty interesting. Next are achievements. I'm not gonna get all of the achievements, but But there are a couple achievements that I earned that I didn't earn during now because I already earned them before. Or there are a couple achievements that you get throughout the game, like Fratricide, which is when you incinerate your companion cube. Friendly Fire, you knock down a turret with another turret. I don't think I actually did that during the Let's Play, but whatever. Heartbreaker, you just complete the game. Lab Rat is you acquire a fully powered portal device, like both the orange and blue portals. And Party Goer is when you crouch when GLaDOS asks you to make the party escort submission decision, apparently. So that's interesting. Next, there's one last thing that we want to do. We want to load our game back. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, I think this is it. Hopefully.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only...
Okay, so we want to go back to the GLaDOS fight. Why? There's a lot of dialogue that GLaDOS says here that most people don't hear because they beat her so quickly. She's a pretty easy boss to beat once you know what you're doing. And there's a lot of dialogue that I think is worthwhile to hear
thing you've managed to
if you just don't beat her. If you just wait around for her to start repeating her dialogue, like so that you can hear all of it. Which is that's what I'm going to be doing right now. So gonna reload the game so that it's good. So it's good and fresh. So then, I guess I'll be silent for basically the rest of the video now. So, I'll see you after this boss battle, I suppose.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead. I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse, somehow. I don't want to tell you your business, but if it were me, I'd leave that thing alone. Do you think I'm trying to trick you with reverse psychology? I mean, seriously now. Okay, fine. Do touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me. Let's be honest. Neither one of us knows what that thing does. Just put it in the corner, and I'll deal with it later. That thing is probably some kind of raw sewage container. Go ahead and rub your face all over it. Maybe you should marry that thing since you love it so much. Do you want to marry it? Well, I won't let you. How does that feel? Have I lied to you? I mean, in this room? Trust me, leave that thing alone. I am being serious now. That crazy thing is not part of any test protocol. Just ignore that thing and stand still. Think about it. If that thing is important, why don't I know about it? I'll tell you what that thing isn't. It isn't yours, so leave it alone. Are you even listening to me? I'll tell you what that thing isn't. It isn't yours, so leave it alone.
Now that GLaDOS is repeating her dialogue, I'm gonna go and pick up this thing. See what dialogue she says after that.
Where are you taking that thing? just set that aperture science thing, we don't know what it does, into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that. Whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me. It'll be a lot less painful than the neurotoxin. Alright, keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go. That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It made shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero. This isn't brave. It's murder. What did I ever do to you? The difference between us is that I can feel pain. You don't even care, do you? Did you hear me? I said you don't care. Are you listening? That's it. I'm done reasoning with you. Starting now, there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more killing. What was that? Did you say something? I sincerely hope you weren't expecting a response, because I'm not talking to you. The talking is over.
Okay, I think the talking actually is over, so why don't we go and listen to the curiosity core?
Who are you? What is that? Oh, what's that? What's that? What is that? Oh, that thing has numbers on it. Hey, look at that thing. No, that other thing. Yo, what's wrong with your legs? Where are we going? Are you coming back? Oh, hey, you're the lady from the test. Hi. What's that noise? Is that a gun? Where are we going? Oh, what's in here? Who are you? What is that? Oh, what's that? What's that? What is that? Oh, that thing has numbers on it. Hey, look at that thing. No, that other thing. No, what's wrong with your legs? Do you smell something burning? Where are we going?
Oh, you think you're doing some damage?
2 + 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let... Behavior. Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited to. I invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable. Liked by no one. A bitter, unlikable loner whose passing shall not be mourned. Shall not be mourned. That's exactly what it says. Very formal. Very official. It also says you were adopted. So that's funny too. Speaking of curiosity, you're curious about what happens after you die, right? Guess what? I know. You're going to find out firsthand before I finish explaining it, though, so I won't bother. Here's a hint. You're gonna want to pack as much living as you can into the next couple of minutes. That thing you burned, because I'm not talking to you. The talking is over.
Alright, finally, the talking is over. Right, now then, why don't we go and listen to this core I missed.
One 18.25 ounce packaged chocolate cake mix, 1 can prepared coconut pecan frosting, 3/4 cup vegetable oil, 4 large eggs, 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, 3/4 cup butter or margarine, 1 2/3 cups granulated sugar, 2 cups all-purpose flour. Don't forget garnishes such as fish-shaped crackers, fish-shaped candies, fish-shaped solid waste, fish-shaped dirt, fish-shaped ethyl benzene, pull and peel licorice, fish-shaped volatile organic compounds, and sediment-shaped sediment, candy-coated peanut butter pieces shaped like fish, 1 cup lemon juice, alpha resins, unsaturated polyester resin, fiberglass surface resins, and volatile malted milk impoundments, 9 large egg yolks, 12 medium geosynthetic membranes, 1 cup granulated sugar, an entry called How to Kill Someone with Your Bare Hands, 2 cups rhubarb, sliced, 2/3 cup granulated rhubarb, 1 tablespoon all-purpose rhubarb, 1 teaspoon grated orange rhubarb, 3 tablespoons rhubarb on fire, 1 large rhubarb, 1 cross borehole electromagnetic imaging rhubarb, 2 tablespoons rhubarb juice, adjustable aluminum head positioner, slaughter electric needle injector, cordless electric needle injector, injector needle driver, injector needle gun, cranial caps, and it contains proven preservatives, deep penetration agents, and gas and odor control chemicals that will deodorize and preserve putrid tissue. 1 18.25 ounce packaged chocolate
finally,
cake
we
mix,
took
1
so
can
long.
prepared coconut pecan frosting,
yeah, I don't have enough time.
4 cup vegetable oil, 4 large eggs, 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate.
Did I just jump after I died? What?
Neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
Kidding. Talks.
The deadly was in massive sarcasm quote. I could take a bath in this stuff, put it on cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me.
You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot less funny. Who's gonna make the cake when I'm gone? You. Look, you're wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival? Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape? Things have changed since the last time you left the building. What's going on out there will make you wish you were back in here. I have an infinite capacity for knowledge, and even I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I know is I'm the only thing standing between us and them. Well, I was. Unless you have a plan for building some supercomputer parts in a big hurry, this place isn't going to be safe much longer. Good job on that, by the way. Sarcasm, Seer, self-test complete. Stop squirming and die like an adult or I'm going to delete your backup. Stop! Okay, enough. I deleted it. No matter what happens now, you're dead. You're still shuffling around a little, but believe me,
You're dead.
The part of you that could have survived indefinitely is gone. I just struck you from the permanent record. Your entire life has been a mathematical error. A mathematical error I'm about to correct. That thing you burned up is...
Okay, the talking's finally over. Let's go get that last core. Shoot right there. I missed. What? No, please. I don't want to have to do the boss battle again. No! Why? No! So, that's it for Portal. I showed off everything in the game that I wanted to show off. My next LP will be a bit of a break in between Let's Plays. Usually they'll probably be around 2 to 3 week break, probably. And you can probably tell how long the break will be depending on what I say after it. If I say it's going to be a long break, expect around 3 weeks. A short break, expect around 2 weeks. We're going to be having a bit of a shorter break since I just got into Let's Playing. I'm not going to stop right now. And I think we'll get right into my next Let's Play. So, until then, this has been The Reference Guy, signing off.
That's it. I'm done reasoning with you. Starting now, there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more killing. What was that? Did you say something? I sincerely hope you weren't expecting a response, because I'm not talking to you. The talking is over.